What's up everyone, welcome to this week's Monday Mindset video. This week we're going to be discussing the topic of winning. So winning is a concept that everyone's heard of, from when they're super young in school to growing up to today. And winning is one of those things that everyone wants to do. Everyone wants to win at X. It could be life, it could be personal, it could be financial, it could be in business, it could be in sports. Everybody wants to win at least one thing in life, and if not, everybody wants to win at life in general. So the first thing I want to establish here is in the process of winning and how to win, you need to first establish what your goal is. What is the win for you? It could be long-term throughout your life, and it could also be, again, a short-term goal with personal finances, with your physique. It could be health-related. It could be many different things, but I want to establish being a winner first. First, you need to become the person who's capable of receiving the win that you want to receive. So in the macro scale of winning at life, you need to first become the person who is capable of receiving that goal, that win that you want to have later on throughout your life. So, what does that mean? You need to actually first become the person ready to receive that. So if you think of the example of, people who win the lottery, a lot of them tend to go broke. People who, don't really have a lot of money, they buy a ticket for a few bucks, and then a year or two later, they have a few $100 million. You look at them 5-6 years down the line, usually that money's gone. They end up going broke. Why is that? It's because they weren't the person who was ready to receive that amount of money. If you think about it, if they only have a small amount of money in the beginning and almost broke, it's not a bad thing, but it means they're not ready to receive all this money coming in. So when they finally get this few $100 million, it's like an overload of money, and they don't know how to handle it because they didn't know how to handle money before. So first, become the successful lottery winner who's able to control that money. You need to first control the little bit of money you have. That's just a quick example going into it. And what this brings me into next is how you do one thing is how you're going to do everything. So if you think of the example of the lottery, if the person is not ready to receive that money and they end up receiving it, they're not going to be ready to hold, scale, and grow that money. But if they learn the principles of money, how money works, and how to save it, how to compound it, how to preserve it, and then grow it, then when they actually win the lottery money, they'll know exactly what to do, and it will last throughout their lifetime, and if not, live on past them. So how you do one thing is how you're going to do everything. And you take this into a different area of your life. If you skip in one area or give up somewhere, you're more likely to give up and skip somewhere else throughout the day, throughout your life, whatever else it might be. So for the perfect example of this is in the morning. If the night before you say, okay, tomorrow morning I'm going to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning because I'm going to go for a run, I'm going to do all these different things, right? And now 6 o'clock in the morning rolls around the next day, your alarm's going off and you're exhausted and you just keep on hitting snooze, snooze, snooze. And then maybe you skip that run, or you skip going to the gym, or you skip one thing, or even just skipping getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That little skip and loss and giving up in the morning, even though it might be small, it's like, all right, I usually don't go to the gym, it's not going to affect my day too much. But no, that loss comes with you throughout the day. So if something else challenges you later on in the day, you're more likely to give up and skip on that as well. But now on the flip end of that, if you wake up in the morning, you say, I'm getting up tomorrow at 6, and you get up at 6 o'clock on the dot, and you do that extra thing, you go for that run, you go to the gym, later on throughout the day, that win is going to carry over to the next day. So when I think of becoming the person who's successful and person who is a winner before actually winning, it's doing certain habits and things that align with the goal that you want to achieve. So the perfect example is the morning routine. Why is the morning routine so important? It's because it puts you as a person of principle. If you do this consistently, you stack up these things called mini wins. So think about it, ready? If your goal in the morning is to wake up early, go to the gym, send out a few text messages, check a few emails before even starting your day. If you can win in 4 different areas of your life, you get up early, you go to the gym, maybe even shower, it could be anything. A small win will compound and grow throughout the rest of the day. So these little wins compound and make you a winner. It builds belief in yourself throughout the day, it builds belief throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, and obviously these small wins will compound into bigger and bigger wins. Especially in the morning, if you get the hardest thing done you can possibly in the morning, it's going to make the difficult challenges throughout the day even easier. So these mini wins are something you should be repeating over and over again. Again, building the belief level in yourself, becoming the winner before you actually receive what it is that you want to receive. And when you're going through your morning routine throughout your life, throughout your goals, and becoming a winner, it's okay to put pressure on yourself. A lot of times we're always scared of pressure, and pressure is bad. But remember that pressure creates diamonds, that little cheesy saying, but think about how true that is. It's okay to put pressure on yourself. You should be putting pressure on yourself for your goals to achieve the things you want to achieve. Because when the alarm clock goes off in the morning, if you don't feel pressured to actually get up and go to the gym because you're going to let yourself down, you let somebody else down, you're going to let that goal down that you actually want to achieve in the future, you're not going to wake up, you know? But if you feel the pressure, you're like, no, I have to get up because I'm letting myself down. I'm letting this goal that I burningly want in my life, I'm letting it down. Take this throughout your day, that how you do one thing is how you do everything, and becoming the winner before you actually get the win is the most crucial step throughout this process. Guys, let's all become winners. Let's unlock our true self. Let's win at life.